I'm Stefan Behnel. I'm a Cython core developer. Who has never heard of Cython? Yeah, a couple of people. Welcome to this conference. I'm happy you're here. Who's never seen this picture? Couple of people. Wonderful. So this is the first picture ever taken of a black hole. It was published earlier this year. Who didn't know that this was produced using Python tools? A couple of more people, that's nice. So this was actually a big achievement of our Python community, right? Everyone here who's been working on these projects, or who's been using them, like, whatever, has a go in this. So this is a big thing we did. Who did not know that these Python tools are actually partly or entirely written in Cython? Yeah, even some more people over there. Okay, cool. So this is just to tell you that Cython is relevant. Okay. So what is Cython at all? So, well, it's Python. It's a pragmatic programming language. It's a Python compiler. So you can take Python code, drop it in there, and compiles it down to C, which then runs through a C compiler, and you get an extension module for Python. So you can use it to compile Python code, and then go and optimize it. It's an optimizing compiler, so it does some optimizations along the way. It's production proven. It's very widely used, not only in the scientific Python big data community, but in various different areas. So it's probably also something for you. And it's all about getting things done in the same way that Python is. So it keeps the focus on functionality, moves away the boilerplate that you need to produce some kind of binary fast something module. The language allows you to move freely between Python and C++. It merges both into one language. And it allows you to write code that's as Pythonic as you want, while being as low level as you need it. So what it's used for, it's used to integrate native code with Python. So any binary library that you may have and want to use, any C code, C++ code that you want to attach. It's used to speed up Python code in CPython. And some people even use it to write C without actually having to write C, So in a way, we write C so you don't have to. So what is new in Cython 3? The current release version of Cython is 0.29, point something. So the obvious next version is Cython 3.0, right? Obviously. Well, I mean, if you shift the dot one digit to the right, you see why. So what's new in Cython 3? It's Python. Now, some of you will say, what? It's always been Python, so what's new in there? Well, it's Python 3. And now some of you will say, well, but I had this, I could set the language level and then it switched from Python 2 to Python 3 and it just compiled every Python 3 code just fine, so what's new here? Well, it's Python 3 by default, so you don't have to configure this anymore. It just compiles Python 3 code out of the box. Very nice. Okay, so what is really new? A lot of things are coming in Cython 3.0, which is yet to be released, so we're still working on that, but it'll be out eventually. So it's Python 3 by default. It has a new language level, actually, that we created for this. It still creates code that compiles. So you can write Python 3 code, and it compiles into an extension module for Python 3, and you can also compile it for Python 2. Same code. It works in both language environments still, even though Python 2 is going to be dead soon, but still works. Everything fine. So Python def functions are compatible. So Cython compiled functions are compatible with Python 2, with Python functions now. So we moved differences there. We have Unicode code identifiers, so you can use Unicode names in your code, even in binary modules now, even for API and everything. It uses the new vector call protocol, so you get much faster calls between Python functions. It has positional only arguments, so PEP 570 is implemented, and you can use positional only arguments in your Python signatures. We fixed a couple of differences to Python, and we're probably also going to implement PEP 563, which makes annotations strings. So you can look up all this in our milestone 58 on GitHub, which still lists all the tickets that we might want, will probably, or will certainly have ready for Cython 3. It's kind of the other way around, right? Cython 3 is ready when those are. Anyway. Yep, so that's it. So keep waiting for Cython 3 and praying that it gets out soon.